Hi everyone, this is Charmander, and this is part 2 of the new series of how to succeed in Doomsday Last Survivors, depending on how much you spend in this game. In this video, I will be covering low spend players specifically, and later on, I will be covering medium spenders, dolphins, and whales. I've already covered free to play, so if you haven't watched that already, go ahead and watch that video in my channel. Now, if you're absolutely new to this game and haven't started yet, or plan on creating a second account or a farm account, please use my special link to download the game and enter the exclusive code Charmander within 6 hours of creating a new account. And by doing so, you will get $100 worth of free items sent to you. So first, let's define what a low spender is. A low spender is someone that spends as little as $8 a month in this game, but on average will be spending $28 a month. On the high end, the low spender player might spend up to $50 within a month, but only on very special occasions, such as to buy the growth fund or during periods of amazing deals, such as Black Friday, Christmas, or when Doomsday is having their annual anniversary sale. So who should be a low spender? You should be a low spender if you want to be competitive in this game, either as a rider or infantry main. This is also good if you are a player that has a little bit of disposable income and you can afford to invest a little bit of money in this game so that you can be more competitive. Being a low spender also means you have a strong willpower and discipline to stay within a low spend budget and not going overboard unless it's for a very special reason, which is one of those 3 sales I've mentioned earlier. And last but not least, you need to be a very patient person, because being a low spender means, yes, you have access to more items than a free-to-play player, but it will still take quite some time for you to build up your heroes to the point where you can be competitive when fighting in the PvP events. So the first thing you need to do as a low spend player is to pick your specialty troop type. So are you going to be a rider main or infantry main? Because both of those can actually succeed as a low spender. However, range main will be too expensive, and I don't recommend anybody being a range main unless they are a medium spender or higher. As mentioned in a previous video, rider main will still have an advantage over infantry main, at least in the beginning of the game, but a smart infantry main player that rushes to tier 5 and tier 6 infantry troops can potentially be in equal footing, if not better. For your reference, I started off this game with a plan of being a low spend infantry main player. However, as I continued to play this game, I later fell in love with range, and so I am currently temporarily a mid-spend player, but I do plan on returning back to being a low spender once I've achieved the proper range build that I need to be competitive as a range main. Then I can switch back down to being a low spender. So it's important to note that yes, you can move up and down between different spending tiers as soon as you've achieved a certain milestone in regards to building up your heroes, so you can reasonably compete during major PvP events. So why should you be a low spend player? Being a low spend player doesn't mean you will get a slight advantage over a free-to-play player. In fact, at a very minimum, you will have twice the advantage over a free-to-play player. However, a really smart low spend player can on average get 3 times the benefit they receive, if not 4 times or even 5 times, depending on when you buy certain in-game items. So as a result, you don't get a little bit of an advantage over a free-to-play player, you get a huge advantage over a free-to-play player being a low spend player. With that being said, as a low spend player, you still need to do everything that I outlined in my free-to-play player guide in order to succeed in this game, because ultimately all those other things that I mentioned are still important in regards to getting ahead regarding leveling up your heroes, getting extra items, and being more competitive in general. So do go watch that guide on free-to-play players if you haven't done so already, just to give you a basic idea on what they would do, because whatever free-to-play players are doing, you would definitely still need to do as a low spend player. As well, if you haven't done so already, also watch my other videos to really build up your knowledge on how to succeed in this game. And those videos include the best zombie hunting heroes, the best resource gathering heroes, how to save stamina when killing lots of zombies, as well as the rider, infantry, range, leader, and overall an elite hero tier list that I've made to give you an idea on which heroes to pick when playing this game. So the first thing we're going to talk about is where to buy items as a free-to-play player and what items to buy. So you don't actually want to buy items from the mall directly, because if you buy items here directly right from the get-go, you will be taken to the Google Play Store or other online marketplace, in which case you will have to pay tax when you buy items from the mall. The only exception is the gold mall, where if you buy something here, you can get a first purchase gems. So as you can see, I've already purchased the first 5 of this list. I didn't buy this 6th one because it's too expensive. But with that being said, that 6th one is still a good purchase for somebody at a higher spending tier. And basically, what I'm trying to say here is you don't get any bonuses if you purchase using Google Play or online marketplace. What you actually want to do is make your purchase from the IGG's gold store, because every Monday they give you a promotion where they give you 20% bonus voucher when you purchase gold from their gold store. So essentially 100 gold is equivalent to to $1. So if you make a purchase of 100 gold from the gold store, they'll give you a 20% bonus, meaning you'll actually get $1.20 worth of gold. So as you can see, the more you purchase, the more gold bonus you'll get. I have a special link for your first purchase in a gold store where you can actually earn 25% bonus gold on your first purchase. Use my link and enter a special code to get that bonus. This bonus is essentially good for the amazing one-time purchase of the growth fund, which will give you 145,000 gems for the price of $20. So with that being said, let's go take a look at the gold store by clicking on this link. Okay guys, so this is the gold store, and because it's Monday, they do have the special voucher that will give you 20% bonus gold when you make a purchase. So if you click that, then it will be eligible for any gold purchase outside of the weekly pass and the monthly gold pass. So I do recommend using the voucher that will give you extra gold, because if you get extra gold, then you can buy more stuff. With that being said, the single best pack to buy in the gold store is actually going to be the gold monthly pass. So if you take a look at it, after you spend $20, you're actually going to get 199,000 gold right away, which is roughly $20. You'll also get 70 gold daily for a total of 2,100 gold over a period of 30 days. So as a result, when you pay $20, you're actually going to get $41 worth of gold, which essentially doubles the spending power of your money, which will make a massive difference in how much you can power up your heroes. The other important pack to purchase also as a low spending player is the gold weekly pass. So the gold weekly pass will give you 199 gold right off the bat for the cost of $2 US, and as well as 30 gold daily for a total of 210 gold over a period of 7 days. So basically for the price of $2 you're actually going to get $4.10 worth of gold. Now my suggestion for the ultimate low spender purchase is actually to buy both the monthly gold pass and the weekly gold pass, which will cost you $28 per month. And with the bonuses, your $28 actually gives you about $57.40 worth of gold, which is a massive power up to your heroes that the free to play players cannot even compete with, and they're going to get left behind as a result. I do recommend that on your first month of playing this game that you invest an additional $20 just so you can buy the growth fund. This initial investment, you should be disciplined and stick to just the monthly and weekly gold pass and never deviate unless it's during special sales like Black Friday, Christmas, or the Doomsday annual anniversary promotion. So by purchasing both the weekly and the monthly gold pass, you will have $57.40 US worth of gold that you can spend per month. But what should you spend that money on? The first thing I want to mention is before you buy anything, make sure that you're going to be buying when you get a minimum of 2 times the bonus of items during particular events. Ideally 3 times or higher, but those doesn't happen often, but definitely plan for them if you can. So for example, before there was the Halloween event and there was multipliers where if you made a purchase during the Halloween event, you'll get extra items from the Halloween event itself. Right now, the available bonus is from the Grand Revival event. And if I go under missions, you can see that if I make a purchase that's worth 500 purchase points, I can get 15 hammers. And if I make a total purchase of 1,000 purchase points, I get another additional 15 hammers for a total of 30 hammers towards the Grand Revival event. And that's what I mean by bonuses, where if you make a purchase, they're going to give you extra items. So for this current event right now, that's the only bonus available, but sometimes you get an event where you can get items from multiple different sources, and that's the best time for you to spend your money. So next, we're going to cover on what to buy. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the mall, and the single best item to buy in this game is actually the Super Monthly Pass. The Super Monthly Pass costs $9.99 US. Now the price here that you see is $13.99, but that's Canadian dollars because I'm from Canada. But the actual price is $9.99 US. And what's going to happen is they're going to give you 2,800 gems right off the bat, plus an additional 800 gems per day for the next 30 days, plus various different resources, and also unlocks an additional construction queue, which is helpful when you're new in this game, as well as a building upgrade speed of 5%, gathering speed 20%, an additional 5 auto rallies, and unlocks a 4th parking space under Alliance Escort. This is pretty useless in my opinion, and if you want to see what that looks like, we just have to go to our shipment center, and you can see here there's 4 different vehicles, right? So it's going to open up one of those. So basically, if you make this purchase, you're going to earn a total of 26,400 gems per month, which you can use towards leveling up your VIP or getting heroes in Lucky Roulette. One cool thing to keep in mind is if you don't purchase this pack when you first start the game and you wait a month or two, sometimes IGG will offer this pack to you for 50% off for your first purchase. So as a low to spend player, you definitely want to maximize your money as much as you can. So potentially I'd wait a month or two before making this purchase and wait until they give you that 50% 50% discount offer on your first purchase. After the first purchase, with hopefully the discount, it's going to cost you $10, which is still a really good deal and hands down the best thing to buy in this game. If you buy this every month, this will leave you with 47, 41 US dollars left in gold that you can use to purchase other items. The next best item to buy in this game is under Doomsday Courier, which is the 30-day gem pass. The 30-day gem pass costs $4.99 US, and you get 1,300 gems right off the bat, plus 350 gems per day for 30 days. And in total, you're gonna earn 11,800 gems extra per month. If you buy this every month, this will leave you with $42.42 US in gold to spend on other items. The third best item to purchase is under the Mega Armament sale, which is offered every week. And basically, you're just gonna pick this silver gift voucher here, and you're gonna request for help. Now, the price here isn't Canadian dollars, but this is actually $2.99 US dollars after you get all the help. And the Mega Armament sale, the armaments change every week. So as of making this video right now, it's currently the backpack, but sometimes it's something else. Backpack is amazing because it's the rarest of all the armaments. So if the backpack one pops up, you definitely should buy it. With that being said, for $3, you pretty much get 10 legendary armament fragments, 20 elite armament fragments, 2 legendary hero fragments, experience manuals, various speed ups, resources, VIP, and 800 gems. So this is an amazing deal, one of the best in the game, and I definitely would recommend buying this. This will put you way ahead of any free-to-play players, as you can eventually get 5-star elite armaments fairly quickly, powering up your heroes a great deal, and with patience, you can gradually level up your legendary hero armaments, and leveling up your armaments is what's gonna make somebody that's infantry main suddenly viable in the field because they'll be able to compete with the correct armaments. If you purchase this 4 times a month, you'll have $30.46 left of gold that you can spend on something else. The next thing you should purchase is under customization contest, and we're looking at the customization elite specifically. So this costs $4.99 US dollars, and you get 10 tier 3 device blueprints, 100 high carbon steel, which is amazing. This is usually more expensive than this, but for the $5 deal, this is an amazing deal. You'll also get some premium metal, which is fairly common, 1,000 gems, some VIPs, and some resources. So basically, this can be used in your custom hub in the workshop to level up one of these custom mod kits, which will allow your hero to be even more competitive in the field because they really power up your heroes. So if you buy this 4 times a month, you'll have $10.50 US left worth in gold that you can use to buy something else. Now, for your remaining gold, you have 2 options in my opinion. The first option is to go to the mall and purchase the privilege subscription, which will give you daily rewards in terms of EXP books, 5x the zombie kills, 100 stamina pots, resources, as well as 2% research speed, 2% training speed, 10% stamina recovery speed, and 15% zombie EXP per kill. You'll also get PvP benefits, which is the 8 station privileges. And last but not least, you can collect all under Alliance Shopping Rewards. That one is more of a bonus, not really necessary, but under Shop Rewards, you can collect all, okay? And then the remaining $5, you're gonna go to the mall and you're gonna go to Daily Boost and you can buy the $1 Daily Boost. So that's the first option.
The second option
is just to buy 10 of these Daily Boosts per month, giving you 10 fragments towards your chosen hero. Now, there's no right and wrong option for either or. They're both great options. Basically, the second option allows you to awaken a hero faster, while the first option allows you to level up your hero's experience faster. So either decision is fine. I would personally go for the privilege subscription just so you can level up your heroes early on in the game. And if you do a lot of PvP, that privilege subscription really goes a long way. The next thing we're going to do right now is we're going to talk about gems, because the gems are really important in this game. So if you buy all the stuff that we just mentioned, you're going to have a total of 46,400 gems. You can also earn additional gems from events, quests, and from your alliance. So as you can see, under shop rewards, you can get gems from your alliance as well as activity rewards. Ideally, you want at least 60,000 gems per month to take advantage of the gem rebate event, where if you use your gems, you get tons of amazing rewards back, especially legendary hero fragments. However, if you do this early in the game, it'll be harder for you to unlock heroes from Lucky Roulette, which requires an investment of 8,400 gems to get 5 guaranteed shards, and you'll need to do this twice per month, as Top Commander runs twice per month, and you're gonna do this for the next 3 to 6 months of playing this game, just to allow you to get access to some of the best heroes from each troop type that you can level up and add to your hero lineup. line up regardless of what you are specializing in. So as a result, for the next 3 to 6 months of playing this game, you want an additional 16,800 gems per month to be used for Lucky Roulette and unlocking some of the best heroes in this game. This is why I recommend investing in a growth fund right off the start of the game, as over that 3 to 6 month period, you'll get an additional 145,000 guaranteed gems. This is essentially an extra 24,166-ish gems per month for your first 6 months, which allows you to invest in Lucky Roulette heroes. Whatever is left can be used towards leveling up your VIP level during the gem rebate event. Whatever extra gems that you need can also be obtained from quests, farming, killing zombies and hives, as well as from your alliance. And that will be enough to cover the cost of Lucky Roulette heroes and the gem rebate for the next 6 months of this game. As mentioned in the free-to-play guide video, your ultimate goal is to use your gems to push to VIP 13, because the moment you get to VIP 13, you can get 3 legendary hero fragments per day. Before that, you only get 2, and at VIP 10 or below, you only get 1. So you really want to get that legendary hero fragments in order to have the opportunity to awaken a hero much more quickly. Basically, once you get to VIP 13, getting 3 legendary hero fragments per day, you can essentially awaken a hero once every 6 months just from the VIP legendary hero fragments alone. Obviously, this is going to be faster because you're going to get legendary hero fragments from other events, but this 3 legendary hero fragments per day really goes a long way. So you definitely want to push towards this and use your gems during the gem rebate event on your VIP to level up your VIP level. Speaking of Lucky Roulette, your best heroes are going to come from Lucky Roulette, as well as Top Commander, and whatever else slots that needs to be filled can come from Police Station heroes. So for Lucky Roulette heroes, the best ones to get for infantry specifically is going to be Adat first and Miyamoto second. For Rider mains, the number one best hero to get is now Elena as of making this video, and the second one is actually Felix. And for range, the number one best hero to get is going to be Julia, followed by Lynn. For Top Commander heroes, the best hero to get for infantry is actually going to be Riven, as well as Eddie and Stella. So Thunder is not as good nowadays. I mean, he's still pretty good, but he's not as good as Riven. So I wouldn't invest in him unless you are in the higher spending bracket, because he is more of a luxury nowadays than a must-have. As well, if you get Riven, you can potentially pair her up with Bodala, as these two heroes go well together. And Bodala comes from Lucky Roulette, so you could potentially get him just from doing another month of Lucky Roulette. If you are Rider main, the best Top Commander hero to get is going to be Chasey, who is one of the best garrison heroes in this game. And if you are going for range, the best Top Commander hero to get is going to be Bard. But as I mentioned earlier, I wouldn't recommend being range main if you are low spend. You need to be mid-spend or higher, in my opinion, in order to be a successful range main hero. So depending on what troop type specialty you decide, do not bother ranking up for the Top Commander outside of your particular troop type specialty, other than completing the basic quests to get the items from those events. Otherwise, you're just wasting your resources. Under the police station heroes, the best ones to get would be Cynthia for everyone actually, because Cynthia is going to be needed for bounty. And for infantry mains, Rigoro and Tom are the best ones to get. Both heroes are solid, especially Rigoro, who pairs really well with Riven as a garrison team. And Lee is an amazing leader type hero, which can be used for multiple different scenarios. Unfortunately, there is no good range main police station hero as of making this video. You can also get elite heroes to pad your team as you're building up your legendary heroes. And the best ones to get would be Charlie, who works really well actually with a dot early on in the game, as he is a massive rage generator. And Alexander is an amazing buffer that works really well in the arena, but can also be used in the field early in the game. Park and Freya are also good to be paired up with your rider to be used for bounty ground specifically, as well as water war. And Edward is a good early game garrison hero, and Theo is better than nothing range assisted hero early in the game. Now, the rest of the tips I'm about to provide you is going to be a recap from the free-to-play player video guide that I made. So basically, you definitely want to go to Bounty Ground, and you definitely want to finish the entire wheel to get all these amazing items. As mentioned, Ryder is still dominant in Bounty Ground, so you definitely need to have Cynthia and Park on the minimum in order to successfully rank in Bounty Ground so that you can get the tickets faster to complete this wheel. Other ways you can get a lot of items in this game is to join either a huge alliance or a whale alliance. That way, you can get more shop rewards as free items and more glory chests as well. You also want to pick up a job in the alliance that you join because sweat equity will go a long way. And those alliances can pay you either in gold from the vault or they can pay you in loot from the metro. So definitely join an alliance that has control of the metro or merit chests that is distributed by alliances usually after events. So jobs in this game includes buffing people. So they would put you up here and give you a federation title, which you can then add people to the council and they will get a buff. So people can get rewarded for doing this specific task in their server or their alliance. And there's many other tasks that you can do for your alliance as well, such as keeping track of researching technology or expanding the territory by building alliance watchtowers. And those are just some of the common ones that is available in this game. Obviously, every alliance is different and they have different tasks that they want their members to help them with. Next, for PvP events, you definitely want to save your DLS points and use it to buy the IE Augmenter under the seasonal shops because the IE Augmenter is one of the best items in the game and the legendary devices are really important and they serve a specific role, which is that certain hones can only be added on the devices such as squad damage reduction that you can see here in red for my Julia. Doing well in PvP events will also get you tier 3 blueprints that you can use in your workshop to level up one of your kits. So as you can see, I'm range main and I am specifically leveling up my range attack and my range defense and they're both tier 3. The rest are only tier 2 because I haven't invested in them because I'm not infantry or rider main. And when you're upgrading one of these devices, you only want to do it during top commander so that you can get top commander points. In terms of armament hones, you want to use the purple hones during the honing challenge event because during that event, if you use 150 of these purple honing chips, you're guaranteed one red hone. If you use 300, you get 2 guaranteed red hones, and if you use 550, you get 4 guaranteed red hones. So I wouldn't use these purple chips unless you are in that event. Don't even use it in top commander. I think that's really stupid because you want the red hones to really power up your heroes, especially because you can use those red hones on your devices to get those device specific hones. The blue hones is great to use during top commander to hone your armaments and specifically just an all around purple hone for each of your troops armaments. So for example, if you look at my Lewis, you can see that I've finished all the purple hones here. Now in terms of what you should hone, as you can see here, lethality and block are the most important for what you should hone, as well as troop specific squad attack and squad defense, followed by an all around squad attack and squad defense. Basically, any hones that you use should be applicable to any battle type, whether that be field, garrison, or siege. Now, just like a free-to-play player, you don't have the luxury to power up all your armaments as a low spender, so you actually need to break down your armaments for anyone that's not your main hero. And then once you break those armaments down, you can go to the store in the armament shop and you can purchase what you need. So right now I'm working on the helmet. So I've already bought all the helmet fragment choice box and the wind tracker hood fragments because that's what I need. I also purchased some honing chips because I'm collecting those purple hones. So you need to be hyper focused when it comes to leveling up your armaments when you're low spend as well, and only focus on your specific troop type to go power up those legendary hero armaments. And you definitely want to focus on the backpack first because you can only get backpack from the armament shop really unless you're paying for them. Luckily for you, you're a low spend player, so you can buy them and have access to the backpack, unlike the free-to-play player. So besides the backpack, the second priority would be the vest, which you can only get in Wasteland Challenge, followed by the weapon, which you can only get in Archipelago Raid. The pants and the shoes, you can get it from the arena shop. So as you can see, you can get the pants here as well as the shoes. And the helmet can be gotten from Bounty Ground. So that's how you want to approach armaments. And again, in the future, I'll be making a more comprehensive guide on how armaments work. Next, there is equipment. So for equipment specifically, you can get the carbon steel from the arena, as well as in the shipment center when you attack one of these vehicles. And again, you only want to use your carbon during top commander. And ideally, you want to focus on the backpack first, followed by whatever it is that you are focusing on. So if you're infantry, you want to level up the vest and the dagger. And if you're rider, the pants and the shoes. And obviously, if you're ranged, the gun and the helmet. Now, in terms of building, you only want to use your construction speed up on buildings. Don't use your universal speed up because research takes a long time and you want your universal speed ups to be used towards research. You also want to get your alliance center Center, level up to 25 as fast as possible so you can get 30 extra helps that you can use to reduce the time it requires to finish a research or construction speed or healing. If you need additional resources to be used for leveling up your buildings and research, you can also make a second account to be used for farming resource specifically. And don't forget to use my exclusive link and code if you're creating a farm account to get that extra 100 US dollars worth of items. Regarding stamina, you only want to use them during the Russell event to get his loot box containing toolboxes that can be used to level up your lookout tower. And whatever extra stamina you have left should be used for hunting hives, which is required for you to farm victory badges, which is needed to level up your battle center. So in conclusion and final tips, definitely join the Doomsday Discord server to get free items as well as in-game codes for free items as well. You want to study the tech tree so that you can get your tier 5 troops as fast as possible, as well as your tier 6 eventually, which will give you a massive power up. You definitely also want to focus on awakening Maxine so that you can get bonus rewards after you complete a node so that you can get Maxine's deluxe gift, which contains a lot of items, including speed ups. Being a low spender gives you the opportunity to be competitive, especially if you're patient. One guy in my current alliance is a low spend infantry main player, and as you can see, he has over 100 million kills and tends to rank between first, second, and third place whenever we do Pompeii, completes all the quests during PvP events, and he's been playing for a long time, but he is a low spend player and he's managed to succeed because being low spend is the bare minimum required, in my opinion, to succeed if you're going to be infantry main. So in conclusion, being low spend goes a long way in terms of powering up your heroes and being competitive in this game. In the next video, I'm going to be covering middle spend players. And again, if you're making a new account, do use my special link and code to get $100 worth of free items, and use my code if you're buying gold for the first time to get 25% bonus gold. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.